Now, yeah, 7:45. Everyone might have joined. Okay, children. So, yeah, today we are doing revision, and in revision, first question we are discussing is regarding read the extract and answer the questions that follow. The extract is I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into its envelope. I kept awake all night. By morning, I knew what I had to do. I drove into Bridport, just a few minutes away. I asked a boy, that you note it, I asked a boy walking his dog where Copper Beaches what? Okay, was, where it was. Okay, so now the questions. Who is the speaker of the above lines? Why was I awake all night? See, where the envelope was found. Where the envelope was found. Why did I drove into Bridport? Okay. So students, first is who is the speaker in the above lines? Yeah. So one question will be extract based questions. One question will be extract based question out of the given syllabus. That is the first three lessons in a literature, first three lessons in supplementary reader, and first 3 poems. Any extract could be asked from literature or poetry or supplementary reader. Okay, and you will be the question will be read the extract and answer the following questions. Okay, so likewise you have to answer. So you got it or not? Yeah, provide your response saying, unmute yourself and provide your response. You have understood this or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, likewise you have to provide. So who is the speaker in the above lines? Yes. Who is the speaker? Who is the speaker in the above lines? This is from which lesson? First of all, tell me. This is from which lesson? I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into its envelope. I kept awake all night. By morning, I knew what I had to do. I drove into Bridport. In which lesson Bridport is coming? Where there is a reference of letter. Yeah, you speak, Karthikeyan. No need to write here. Just unmute your mic and speak. Is it clear to you, Karthikeyan?
Sir, the best Christmas present in the world.
Yeah, that you have to answer. Why you are taking that much time? So the lesson is the best Christmas present. Is it clear to you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Provide your prompt response, children. Don't hesitate. So who is the speaker of the above lines?
The speaker of James.
Who is the speaker?
Above.
Yeah, Jim McPherson, or you
speaker
can
of-
say the author is the speaker. Is it clear to you? Then why
Yes, sir.
was I awake all night? Why was I awake all night? Why he was awake all night? Yes. I folded the letter again and slipped it carefully back into its envelope. I kept awake all night. By morning, I knew what I had to do. Because he kept awake all night, because he was thinking that how he will be able to provide this letter to its rightful owner. How I will find him? He was thinking all about this. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Then the next is where the envelope was found. Where the envelope was found?
The desk of in the desk of the roll top desk.
Yes, it was found there in a box in the roll top desk. Is it clear to you? It was found in a box in the roll top desk. Okay. Then why did I drive to Bridport? Why he drive to Bridport?
For this address was written on the envelope or letter.
What? Tejas?
Sir,
This
the
letter
address
was
was
for this address.
Yeah, the address on the letter was that of Bridport. The address was that of Bridport. The address was that of Bridport. The address was that of Bridport. Okay, that's why he went there. That's why he went there. Okay. To provide the letter to its rightful owner, whose address was there at Bridport. That's why he went there. So is it clear to you, students?
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so one question will be that of abstract based nature. One question will be that of abstract based nature. Okay. Now the other questions from literature. Other questions from literature will be 30 to 40 words answer type. Okay, 2 marks or 3 marks, or one question will be of a 5 marks. Okay, so likewise. So this abstract based question we have discussed. Now let me ask you some questions that of the syllabus which has been given. Okay, one question we have discussed this one. Okay, now the other questions of this lesson. This we discuss what did the author find in the what did the author find in a junks of
Yes,
the
sir.
author found a
Roll top desk.
yeah fast answer fast. The author found a roll top desk.
Roll top desk.
Charisma Meghwal raised. Okay, then what did he find in a secret drawer? What did he find in a secret drawer?
The
He
author
found
found a small box in it.
yeah, he found a small
Small tin
tin box.
box.
He found a small tin box there in the secret drawer. And what was there in that tin box? In that tin
There,
box,
there was a piece of lined
yeah,
notebook,
yeah.
sellotape,
Then
which
who had written this letter? Who had written this letter? Jim McPherson had written this letter. To whom he has written this letter? To
to
his
his wife
wife,
Connie.
Connie McPherson. Then why was the letter written?
He was written the letter about his war.
Yeah, he written the letter because he was there in the war. So what happened there on the particular Christmas day? To tell that event he has written. The letter described a wonderful event. The two armies, the British and the German, they faced together at the no man's land and they celebrated the
Christmas.
Christmas. Then what job did Hans Wolf and Jim McPherson have when they were not soldiers? So before joining the army, Hans played cello in orchestra. What he used to do, he played cello in
Orchestra.
orchestra. Okay. And Jim McPherson was a
While teacher.
school teacher. Yes, school teacher. Then had Hans Wolf ever been to Dorset?
No,
No.
sir.
Whatever the knowledge he was having about Dorset was from English novels which he studied. Okay. Then, do you think Jim McPherson came back from the war?
No, it is most likely that Jim Mason did not come back
Yeah.
from the war.
Then, on what basis? On what basis you can tell this? On what basis you can tell this that he has not returned from the war?
The
Because
neighbor of
this
Mr.
is a
Nicholson and the nurse at the nursing house showed no reference of Jim.
On the basis that his wife preserved the letter, okay, for a long time. So for what purpose if he returned back? Then why did the author go to Bridport? This we have already discussed right now. The author went to Bridport to meet Mrs. Jim McPherson, to whom the letter was addressed. Then who did Connie McPherson think her visitor was? Who did
She
Connie
thought
husband.
McPherson.
She thought that the visitor was her
Husband.
husband. Why do you think the desk had been sold and when? Yes.
the
What?
desk has been sold when the Coney's Macpherson house catches fire.
Yeah, the house caught fire. The house was burnt at that time. Then why do Jim and Hans think that games or sports are good ways of resolving conflicts? Why they think so? That games and sports are good ways of resolving conflict? Yes.
Because by the games there will be the no harming of the human lives.
Yeah, because due to this there remains no harming to human lives, no casualty takes place, there is no loss to property, no wives become
The children
widows,
were orphaned.
and no children became orphan. Okay, that's why. Do you think the soldiers of the two armies are like each other or different from each other? Find evidences. Yes, of course, the soldiers of both the armies are like each other. They are defending their borders and they are fighting for their mother lands. Okay. Then mention the various ways in which the British and the German soldiers became friends and find things in common at Christmas. Yes,
They
children?
enjoyed each other food all over.
They played
They were
football.
smoking, laughing, talking, drinking, and eating.
So they enjoyed each other's food. 1 point. Yeah, other Komal Meena, yes.
They played
football.
Chinmay, just wait. Chinmay, your turn will come. Yeah, Komal, you speak.
They played a football match together.
They played football match together. Then what else, Chinmay?
They played a football match in no man's land.
They
played a football match in no man's land.
Yeah, that already Komal told.
They agreed about everything.
What?
So they agreed about everything.
They
Agreed.
Okay. So various ways in which British and German soldiers became friends. Okay, they shared their food, they shared their drinks, okay, and all the other things. And both the soldiers had a festive spirit and they enjoyed this occasion very much. And both were of the view that war should not be there. So, what is Connie's Christmas present? What is Connie's Christmas present?
The letter.
The letter was her best Christmas present, and at the same time, she thought that her husband came back. She considered the author as her husband. So that also could be considered as. Okay. Then, see children, regarding exercise questions regarding grammar also it is given. My little sister is very naughty. When she came back from school yesterday, she had torn her dress. She had torn her dress. My little sister is very naughty. What is given? Have you opened the page?
Yes, sir.
My little sister is very naughty. When she came back from school yesterday. When she came back from school yesterday. So first what will come? When she came. came is that of past. And how we can know that it is of past? Because yesterday is coming. So when she came back from school yesterday, she had torn her dress. She had torn her dress. So past and earlier past. What is the difference between past and earlier past? Earlier past, okay, past tense and past perfect tense. What difference remains there between past tense and past perfect tense? This past perfect remains that of earlier past. Okay. So that will be of earlier past. There had plus third form of the verb you have to use. Okay. Had plus third form, where it will come? If two things are taking place, two events are taking place in the past. So out of that which is of earlier past, for that what you have to use? Had plus third form of the verb. Okay. So likewise you have to we asked her how it had happened. Okay. She said she had quarreled with a boy. Had quarreled with a boy. So this took place earlier. She had broken him in a race and he had tried to push her. So this is the event that took place earlier, before she came home. She had told the teacher and he had chased her, and she had fallen down and had torn her dress. Okay, so all these are of past perfect. So if two events are taking place in the past, which the event which is of earlier past, the event which will be of earlier past will be of past perfect, and for that had plus third form of the verb will be used. Is it clear to you, children?
Yes, sir.
Yes. What it is given? That two events are taking place in the past. Okay. And one event out of this is of earlier past. So that you have to identify which is of earlier past and which that is of earlier past. There you have to use verb form had plus a third form of the verb. Is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Will you be able to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
So,
sir.
okay. So this is then the next lesson. It is regarding the ant and the cricket. The ant and the cricket poem. Okay, children. So the poem is a fable that conveys a significant moral. It's a fable. It's a story related to animals, and it is conveying a moral. What it is conveying? It's a moral. Okay, one should not be negligent about future while enjoying the good times. And what message has been given in the poem? That one should not forget about the future while enjoying the present. It's always good to enjoy the present, but at the same time, we should also worry about our future. Is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
So this is a poem about a silly young cricket and an ant. This is a poem about a silly cricket and an ant. The cricket was only singing all day long and used to enjoy. Okay. His good times he enjoyed only. And he didn't plant anything for his future. He didn't plant anything for his future. And when winter came, he was not having anything to eat. Okay. So now it was a big problem for him that he was not having anything to eat. So he went to whom for help? To whom he went for help?
Ants.
Yeah. And then the ant replied, what you did in summer? He said that in summer I only sang. Then the ant said that if you sang at that time, then now you just dance and pass the winter away. You just dance and pass the winter away. Okay, so the ant gave a very important lesson to the cricket. It said, ants never borrow and never lend. We ants never borrow, neither we borrow from someone or neither we lend someone. Okay, ants are hardworking creature and save for the future. We are hardworking, we save for the future. Okay, ants asked the cricket what it was doing the summer season. Okay, and the cricket happily told that it was enjoying, okay, dancing, singing, and making merry on the beautiful summer days. The ant suggested the cricket to dance and sing in the winter as well. That in winter also you can do the same. Is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
So this is your poem first. This is your first poem. So we have discussed poem 1 and lesson 1. Okay. Next lesson is regarding tsunami. Next lesson, it is regarding tsunami. Okay. So this is the lesson is providing a description of tsunami, what kind of destruction it caused to the property and what kind of destruction it caused to the human beings. And it is telling some stories about the survivors of the tsunami. The lesson is telling about what? It is telling stories about the survivors. Is it clear to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So why did Tilly's family came to Thailand? Why did Tilly's family come to Thailand? So Tilly was
To
who?
celebrate Christmas.
Yes, Tilly was a survivor and Tilly's family came to Thailand to celebrate Christmas. Is it clear to you? Then what were the warning signs that both Tilly and her mother saw? What warning signs they saw? Both Tilly and her mother saw the rising and swelling up the sea. They saw the sea rising and swelling up. What they saw? They saw the sea rising and swelling up. Is it clear to you?
And the Iceland were getting smaller and smaller.
And the island, it is island was getting smaller and smaller. Now when these things Tilly saw, she was reminded of what? She remembered what?
The video which was given by his geography teacher.
One of his geography lessons shows by his
She
teacher.
remembered one of the videos shown to her there in one of the geography class, and she remembered that the video was of a tsunami. So immediately it struck to her mind that the tsunami is about to come. Do you think Tilly's mother was alarmed by them? Tilly's mother could not understand what was happening and only realized that something serious was going to happen. Okay. When Tilly got frightened and mentioned what a tsunami was, later on she was mentioned that what a tsunami was from Tilly. Then where had Tilly seen the sea behaving in the similar way? We have already discussed in one of the videos shown to her there in geography lesson. Okay. So children, likewise in this lesson, there are stories of the survivors. Can you tell me the story of any other survivor? Yes. Can you name any other survivor like Tilly Smith, anyone else? You don't know the name of other survivors, students?
The Meghna,
Yes, Tejas.
the Sanjeev,
Ignatius. Okay. Ignatius lost his wife, 2 children, his father-in-law and his brother-in-law. This has been mentioned there in the lesson or not? Is this mentioned, children?
yes sir.
So you have to learn about. Then Meghna was a lucky survivor. About Meghna it is given or not? That you have to learn. Then Alma's father realized that a tsunami was going to hit. So Almas was also a survivor. Okay, so that you can read. And one policeman was there. Who was the policeman? What was the name? Okay, so all these children, all this you will read. What is the name of the policeman? Yes, students. Name of the policeman who saved Ignatius' wife. Okay, he jumped there in the sea but was not able to. The name of that was Tejas. You unmute yourself and then speak. Okay, no need to write there in
Sanjeev.
Sanjeev. So immediately you should speak. Immediately you should unmute yourself and speak. Okay, so this is what, children. Then in the tsunami, 1,50,000 people died. How many animals died? It has been communicated in the lesson that animals, they are having a better sixth sense and they are better able to feel the vibrations that of the earth, and due to that they went to the safer places, and that's why there was not that much casualty that of animals as compared to human beings. Okay, so likewise I have provided you an introduction of the lesson tsunami. Okay, why less animals died as compared to human beings? Who
Because
were
they have six sense of.
who were the survivors? Okay, and what kind of destruction was caused? Which were the places where the destruction was caused? What is a tsunami? All these, children, it is there in this lesson. I hope you have understood. Then children, the next poem is geography lesson. The poem is geography lesson and it is written by Zulfikar Ghosh. Who is the poet? Yes, repeat it. The name of the poet geography lesson is? Students, your response should be very promptly. The name of the poet, Zulfikar Ghosh. So what the poem is about? The poem is, one day the poet went there in an airplane above his city. Ankit, your face should be there on the screen rather than other things. Ankit, talk. Ankit, talk. Your face.
सर ये इंग्लिश की बुक है क्या?
Yes. Your face should remain there on the
Yes,
screen. Ankit, talk. Then geography lesson. So when he reached at a great height, then he saw that his city was built in a haphazard manner. What is the poem? When the jet sprang into the sky, it was clear why the city had developed the way it had. When the poet was on the ground, he thought that his city was developed or made in a haphazard manner, in an irregular manner. But when he went there in a jet and reached very high there in the sky, from that great height he realized that his city was built in a most planned manner and it was not haphazard. And whatever the manner his city was built, that was very much required. Okay, when the jet reached 10,000 feet, it was clear why the country had cities where the river ran. So when the jet reached at a very great height, he realized that why cities are built at the banks of river valleys. Why cities? Most of the cities, they are there at the bank of river valleys. He realized this. When his jet reached at a great height, and why the valleys are more populated. And he also realized why the valleys are more populated when his jet reached at a great height. He understood that this is the logic of geography, that where water will be there, there will be more human settlements. Okay. Then when the jet rose 6 miles high, it was clear the earth was round and that it had more sea than land. When the jet reached at a great height, he came to know that earth was round and it has more water than land. Okay, but it was difficult to understand. One thing was not clear to him, children, and that was why human beings fight with each other. That the man on the earth found causes to hate each other. Why they hate each other, why they fight with each other, why they kill each other, and why they build walls across the cities, all around the cities and their property. This was not clear to him. Is it clear to you, children? Yes, students?
Yes, sir.
So, yes, geography lesson. This is the poem. And after geography lesson, children, the next lesson is glimpses of the past. Glimpses of the past. Glimpses of the past is a lesson that is providing a glimpse, a partial view of the revolt of which revolt it is providing a description, children? Revolt of 1857. Yes, Jia Patil. It is. And the revolt of 1857 is termed as the first war of India's independence. Yes. And there were many freedom fighters. This was started from where? This was started from Meerut. Who was the sepoy to start it? Mangal Pandey. And why the revolt started? Because there was a dissatisfaction in every section of Indian society against the Britishers. There was a dissatisfaction among the farmers. There was a dissatisfaction among the industrialists. There was a dissatisfaction among Indian kings. There was a dissatisfaction among Indian soldiers, and all together they raised their voice against the Britishers. Is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Britishers came in our country as traders, but slowly and gradually they established their rule in our country. Why they were able? Because the Indian kings, they invited Britishers to help them against each other, and they invited the help of British army against each other. So this gave an opportunity to the Britishers to establish their rule firmly there in our country. Okay, and later on, after establishing their rule, they started exploiting
Indian rulers.
farmers, Indian industrialists, Indian soldiers, and they annexed the kingdoms of Indian kings. Okay, those Indian kings who were not having natural hair, their kingdoms were annexed by the Britishers. So every section of Indian society, they raised their voice against Britishers. You got the gist of the lesson or not, students?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then, children, the next poem is Makeviti the Mystery Cat. Makeviti is a mystery cat. Okay. And by the time police used to reach at the crime spot, Makeviti was not found there. Makeviti was a puzzle for whom? Makeviti was a puzzle for the Scotland police. Okay, so I will read the poem. You will be aware. Makeviti, a cat. He is called the hidden paw. He is called a hidden paw. Hidden means secret. For he is the master criminal. Makeviti is the master criminal, and Makeviti can defy any law. It could go against any law. He is the bafflement of Scotland Yard. Bafflement means puzzle. It is a puzzle for the Scotland Yard. The flying squad's despair For when they reach the scene of crime, McAvity. Why it is a despair for the Scotland Yard? Because by the time they reach the crime spot, McAvity is not found anywhere. McAvity, there is no one. The poet is saying that there is no one like McAvity. McAvity has broken every human laws. Can you tell which human laws have been broken by McAvity? The law of
Gravity.
and the law of levitation. Okay, so McAvity was a surprise even for a fakir. They used to stare at, because McAvity was able to defy the law of gravitation. This we discussed. McAvity is a ginger cat. How McAvity has been defined as a ginger cat? Because of its reddish yellow color. He is very tall and thin. McAvity is a very tall and thin cat. You would know him if you saw him, for his eyes are sunken in. McAvity's eyes are sunken in. Sunken means deep set. His brow is deeply lined with thought. There are deep thoughts on its brows. His head is highly domed. McAvity's head is round. His coat is dusty. McAvity's coat is dusty, having a lot of dust there on its body. His whiskers, McAvity's whiskers are uncombed. He sways his head from side to side. McAvity sways, moves its head from side to side like a snake. And when you think he will sleep, always you will find him awaking. So this is about McAvity. The poet might have been trying to tell about a master criminal through McAvity. Is it clear to you, students?
Yes, sir.
Then the first lesson in a supplementary reader. Lessons we have discussed there in supplementary reader. What are the lessons? Lesson third. First of all, let me discuss that. That is of the selfish giant. So selfish giant story, you remember, children? A selfish giant was there. By the time children used to visit his garden was bestowed with all the amenities of nature. It was full of flowers and everything. Is it clear to you? One day what happened? The giant, he forbidden the entry of children there in the garden. Okay, and he put a notice board. What was written there on the notice board, children? Trespassers are not welcomed in my park. Those who come without permission, they are not welcomed. And when children were forbidden to enter the giant's garden, even the nature stopped to enter there in the giant's garden. And where throughout the country, there was, in all the gardens, there were flowers. In giant's garden, there were no flowers. And it was...
There was no.
Yeah, it was snow, ice and hailstorm everywhere in the giant's garden. Then one day, it was due to what? It happened because the giant forbidden the entry of children there in the garden. And once the children again were permitted to enter in the garden was bestowed by the god with all the amenities of it was having. Okay, so it is clear to you, children?
Yes, sir.
This is the story like this. Then children at work, the story of children at work. It is regarding Velu and Jaya. It is regarding Velu and Jaya. So Jaya is a rag picker and Velu ran from home. He reached to Chennai. How Jaya provided eatables. How Velu became a rag picker. Okay, as he was not knowing anything else. Why Velu ran away from home? Do you remember all that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that you have to. And of the first lesson is how the camel got his hump. Okay, the dog, the horse, and the camel. the dog, the ox, okay, and the jinn. All these are there in the story. And the elephant used to sit there in the middle of a hollow desert, and he didn't do any work. Whenever anyone asked the elephant to do any work, it used to say hump only. Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Then finally the camel was punished, okay, and as the punishment, this hump came there at the back of camel. So you go through the lesson, understand it well and do it well, okay. So this is, we have discussed about the literature reader and supplementary reader. Then children, one unseen passage will be there, okay, and one question from your this writing section. So writing section, notice writing, message writing, bio sketch, paragraph, all these. So you prepare well and score good marks. Is it clear to you, student?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
So I
sir.
wish you all the best for your test. Okay, go through the question paper well, understand the question paper well, and do all the questions correctly and score maximum marks. Okay, students?
Yes,
So I wish you all the best. Prepare well, score good marks. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead.